I'd like to say greetings to all of our church family. I am addressing you this Saturday morning from Candace's house. We have decided to take the weekend down here because this will be, thankfully, our last weekend that will be free for a while. And so that my message tomorrow is recorded, my Mother's Day message. So I'd just like to say greetings. I felt the need to address you upon hearing the good news from the governor's office yesterday morning. My Sunday morning's message, of course, being recorded before the news came out about the relaxing of restrictions in the state of Alabama. So my opening remarks that you will hear tomorrow before the message are outdated. So you can sort of ignore those opening remarks as far as the reopening remarks, not the message. Don't ignore the message, just the part about the waiting to hear from the governor. So we did hear the new directive is great news for churches and businesses, especially if you need a haircut like me. The part that is relevant to us at Liberty is that we are at liberty, pardon the pun, to reopen May the 17th. And we praise the Lord about that. We will certainly welcome you back Sunday morning, May the 17th, 1 week from today, 1 week from tomorrow, rather. And let me give you our protocol for reopening. First, the pertinent information. The building is being sanitized with a disinfectant mist Monday by ServPro. It's going to be professionally done, and they assure me that any germs, bacteria in our facilities will be killed out. And we have ordered face masks for any who desire to have one. We hope they will be in for Sunday week, and thanks to Tracy for doing that and ordering those for us. If you have your own, of course, you can bring your own mask. Masks are voluntary. I'm not going to wear one, but you're certainly free and able to wear one if you want to do that. We will have hand sanitizer available, and so you can use that. We're taking every precaution that we possibly can to keep you safe and to give you an assurance that you're safe. Social distancing will be observed. That is the only stipulation that the governor put on churches. She did not limit congregation size or numbers, but she did emphasize that persons must sit 6 feet apart. They must maintain that 6 foot distance with all persons not in the same household. And we have marked the church clearly for 6 foot intervals and seating arrangements, skipping every pew, every other pew. And thanks to Brian for marking our church out for us there for your convenience. And handshaking and hugging are to be discouraged for the foreseeable future. And that's an inconvenience. I know that we're used to doing that socially, but it's a whole big improvement over not having church at all. And of course, strongly recommended that families sit together in our services for the time being. We will take that first baby step, and maybe the only baby step that we'll have to take, the first Sunday back. And we're only going to schedule, as of right now, the morning service on May the 17th, the morning worship service. And that's, since we aren't having Sunday school, why don't we meet at 10 o'clock, at 10 a.m., May the 17th, for our first service back. And it will be a celebration. Sunday school will be suspended for at least a couple of weeks, and then we can talk about resuming our Sunday school schedule. Most churches are suspending all small groups and children's activities until at least the first Sunday of June. And I think there's wisdom in that. So that means that your children need to be with you in the auditorium for the time being. And that is to keep people out of tight Sunday school spaces temporarily. Since the governor greatly limited our restrictions, and we're grateful for that, we are one of the most wide open states as of Monday at 5 o'clock. She limited our restrictions. I don't see why we must limit ourselves for any extended period. So May the 24th, we will resume Sunday evening service, Lord willing. So we will have the Sunday morning service, May the 24th, and the Sunday evening service at 5 p.m. And then our first midweek service back, we hope to resume May the 20th at 6:30, and we will meet in the auditorium, and that also is at least for the foreseeable future. We will resume, once again, by emphasis, our midweek Bible study, May the 20th. And I'm excited about getting back into our study of Genesis on a verse-by-verse basis and looking at the lives of some of the great men of God. Offering plates will be positioned in the auditorium on the back table for you to drop your tithes and offerings in instead of passing the plate hand to hand. And I've always liked that idea anyway. I don't know how many people are aware in the Old Testament temple, that's how they gave their offerings and their gifts. Trumpet-shaped boxes were strategically placed, and people dropped their gifts into those plates. And I've always believed that folks who are going to give will find a way to give because it's a conviction to them. It is part of who they are. And I'm so grateful to you once again for your giving and your faithfulness in that area through this shutdown. And you've been marvelous to be faithful there. And so that's going to be our procedure in the offerings for the also near future, for the foreseeable future. Thank you for your cooperation in all of this. God is at work in our church. Has been ever since even we've shut down. And I attended the National Day of Prayer in Guin on Thursday with other local pastors, and our church is participating in honoring the senior class of Marion County High School. We are attempting to maintain a presence in our community and be a blessing to our community as a whole. We want to reach out. We want to be a lighthouse to our community, not just our own people, but our community. And we have folks who have expressed desire for membership in our church during this shutdown, for which we are absolutely thrilled about that. And I will announce more specifics about that in a week or two. And so good things are happening, and I believe good things lie ahead. Thank you for staying faithful through a trying time. Look forward to seeing you May the 17th. And I pray that you will tune in online tomorrow morning for the Mother's Day message. And I hope that you will have a wonderful and great Mother's Day weekend. So until next time, may the Lord richly bless you.